Welcome to the Tulsa Trucker. My name is Chuck. I want to thank you for hitting that play button. I want to give you a little bit of an update. Today's Tuesday, May 14th, and this is our second day of orientation. First day was just jam-packed with, you name it, and it was thrown at you. I thought there for a minute that Prime was actually a military place, and they coaxed us in here, and I thought it was a trucking company, and they're getting us ready for the military. But it was definitely an eye-opening experience. Something that I've really learned here in the next day and a half, or the first day and a half I've been here, is that trucking is no joke. I know sometimes we see big trucks out on the road, and a lot of times they're in our way, they're too slow, or they're whatever the case may be. But I have a totally new appreciation for truck drivers now. We all know that we don't have the things we have in life without a truck driver bringing it to us. And this is such a dangerous job. This is a job that requires all of your attention. It's your focus, especially as a new driver coming into this. And that's why, going forward, I've kind of made the decision. I'll probably give maybe a weekly update on how I'm doing, what's going on, and things like that. Because there is no way I could see myself possibly doing a vlog or doing anything like that even every other day until I get, some real experience underneath me. Because what you need to be is you need to be focused on what you're doing. And that's one thing that's really stuck out with me this last day and a half is this is no joke. This is big league stuff. It's very dangerous. I can change my life. I can change the life of others if I'm not doing this right. And so to kind of recap day one. Because I know there's some people that are watching this and you're thinking about coming to Prime, and you're trying to get all of your ducks in a row, and you're trying to get ready and be prepared. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing you can do, because what I've noticed here is we've got about half this class that is prepared and ready to go, and the other half they're lost. I mean, they have not prepared themselves at all. They haven't studied. They haven't, and maybe no fault of their own. They just weren't maybe told to do that by a recruiter. But what I would tell you is if you're going to come to Prime, there's a lot of resources that are out here on YouTube. You got Junior Honduras, who's got a YouTube channel. You've got Crazy Bags 357, who has a YouTube channel. He does more live videos, but there's some stuff out here that you want to get a hold of before you even come here. What I will tell you is I passed my CDL permit test today, and when you get here, if you can bring a laptop with you, because you do something that are called CBT, computer-based training. And these things are very in-depth. There's 37 of them you have to do. Now, granted, probably 6 or 7 of them are forms, but you watch like these 20, 25-minute videos, and then you take quizzes on them. If you have the capability of bringing a laptop, bring that, because there is, on the top of the computers, is a web address that you can go to that back here in your hotel room, where you can get a shower, get comfortable, and sit down and watch these and do these tests, versus having to sit in these classrooms where there's a lot of people in there. Towards the end of the day, everybody's back's hurting. I mean, people are just the amount of information that you have to go through, all of your background checks, all of your physicals, and you have to get a health card. You want to make sure you have everything in a row. One thing I will also say about day one is if you're coming to Prime, you want to make sure that you have make sure you have the last 10 years of work experience with you, meaning jobs and everything that you've done for the last 10 years. You may not have a W-2, you may not have any of that, but make sure you have a contact that they can verify your employment. You want to have 10 years with you. They tell you 5. But I've seen several people here that they were requiring 10 years. Also, you need to know the last, any time that you've done anything, you've ever had a bracelet on you, you've forgot to pay a pike pass. We have one guy that ran a pike pass and didn't pay it, and they'll find out about it. So you got to make sure that if you have anything outstanding that hasn't been cleared up, don't even come here, because these people, this is no joke. Prime is a company that has their stuff together. And it was one of the things that really drew me to them as a company, because I knew that they had high standards. And it's one thing to kind of see those standards and then now experience those standards. And there is no doubt that this company doesn't play any type of games. So you want to make sure that you just, again, have your ducks in a row. Now, what I did is I brought I don't know if you can see it back there, but I got a briefcase. And in that briefcase, I mean, I had everything. Last 10 years, which was only one place, but your medical type stuff, if you're on any type of prescriptions, make sure you have that kind of that documentation, because they're going to want to know what you've taken in the last 6 months. They don't care if it's Advil, one a day, Claritin for allergies. They don't care what it is. They want to know what you've taken, because they do, you've come in for a drug test, but you will take a test for sugar. That's a new thing they've just started here. They want to make sure you're not diabetic. So they will, I mean, you can be diabetic, but it has to be under control, but they will test you for that. If your BMI is over 35% and you have a bigger than 17-inch neck, they will require you to do a sleep study to see if you have sleep apnea. So that's something that you got to take into consideration too. It's just they want to make sure that you're healthy, and they can put you behind the wheel of one of their trucks. Or your own truck. But other than that, I've got something that's called simulator class. That's really cool. You're kind of getting to see what it's like to drive a big truck. Granted, it's just a video game. It's just a simulator. It's not the real thing. But to kind of see, you don't drive these things like a car. The reaction time is different. It's just, the speed limit signs that we all see when we're driving on the road that says 65. Yeah, that's really not meant for truck. That's for regular cars. And one thing I liked about Prime is their trucks are governed. And I wouldn't want to work for a company where I could be driving one of these things for 70 miles an hour. I mean, there's just the crashes that we had to view and watch, and these simulations and stuff. It's just, no load is that important. That they can't, your safety is more important than that. But I'll do another vlog probably here on Thursday. I will be totally done. I'm ahead of schedule. I've gotten everything I need to have done. All I have to do now are my sim classes and then a few other little classes. So if you come here, spend the first 2 days hustling, know what you're doing, be prepared, be studied up, watch my videos that I've posted on, what you need to have when you come, and also what you need to study before you come. I've got those here on the channel if you're thinking about coming to Prime. But wanted to give you a check out. First day was stressful as heck. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It was I thought, what in the world have I gotten myself into? to be honest with you. And I was like, wow. But I've settled in, came prepared, and now I'm excited about the future and what I'm going to be doing. So, guys, I appreciate you stopping by really quick, and I will talk to you on Thursday or Friday. Hopefully, we did learn today. We're supposed to have our trainers are going to start coming into town on Friday. We're supposed to start meeting them around 1 on Friday. So that means we're going to be out, this weekend, most likely, once they can get a load and we can take out of here. But I will try to give you guys updates as I can. But I hope each and every one of you guys have a great rest of your day, a blessed rest of your week. And remember this, life is short. Make it sweet. We'll see you guys next time.